Please let me in.
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
You said it.
Come on, guys, let's go for a slice of pizza. Yeah.
So fetch. What is fetch?
Oh, it's like slang from England.
I'm Charlotte Blackwood.
I'm Maverick.
Maverick? Does your mother not like you or something?
Chunk is dead. Don't say that. Never say that. Goonies never say die.
It's the Al Travis Show. We'd love to at least get him in here a couple of weeks, catch us up on hockey. He's Seth on hockey. Seth, how are you?
Al, we're doing good. This is really the test of the immune system at this point in the year. There's stuff going around everywhere, and I'm happy to say that so far, knock on wood, so far I've avoided it entirely.
I don't want to be your dad, but I'm going to give you a little health tip. It's going to be 55 flipping degrees outside today. Go outside. Get as much sunshine and air in your lungs as you could possibly get. Don't have any, just get out there. It will change. It will help. I guarantee you. It's just so nice out.
Yeah, I pulled the grill out of the garage. I'm going to do a little grilling this weekend.
I did that last weekend, and I've already got plans because it's Valentine's Day. I'm going to make a steak on the trigger for my wife, and yeah, it's just too nice out. I mean, in the middle of February. I thought about you this week. Not that I don't every week. I love you, but I love the Olympics. It's kind of my jam. I enjoy it. But the Olympics doesn't start for me until the men's hockey team starts. And I know that's weird, but I'm from the 1980s. I was Miracle on Ice guy. It framed my entire livelihood after that. So am I right that it is hockey that starts the Winter Olympics?
Yeah, like this. Let's just look at this like the Super Bowl. You've got the pregame coverage going on all day. You got the national anthem, everything leading up to kickoff. But until kickoff, nothing else matters.
See, that is so correct. And then the men come out and they kick a little Latvia butt 5-1. No, that doesn't hurt a guy's feeling. I don't know. Well, obviously not any good. I can't tell you who the good other teams are. Do you know off the top of your head? I presume it's like a little Canada action.
Yes, Canada is the other big one. That's going to be the team that we are toe to toe against for the gold medal. Sweden was upset by Finland, so I would say Sweden before today would have been the third team, but it's going to be U.S. and Canada going toe to toe to the end.
Okay, and that's exciting. I would like to be the Rushkies again, but it doesn't always be that way. All right, how about on the women's side?
Same thing.
Same thing. Right.
It's interesting because we did get a prelim look at U.S. versus Canada on the women's side, and Team USA just they took care of business. I think 5-0 was the final.
Yeah, there you go.
So we got a nice little flex early on from Team USA on the women's side.
I love that. I love that a lot. All right, I don't think the men play till Saturday. Let me quick see. Yeah, they play Saturday against dreaded Denmark. Oh, we're gonna crush Denmark. Come on, it's Denmark.
Yeah, if Denmark does anything as well as Latvia, hopefully it's not challenging goals, because that was the one thing that Latvia did. They challenged 2 goals, and they were correct on both challenges. And I'm like,
oh, wow.
I guess I didn't realize they had challenges in Olympic play, and I hope they don't have any more than 2.
Well, let's talk, because you're a sports guy, and I know people get tired of me saying it, but you talk about like the challenging goals, that sort of thing. I rather enjoy that if there's a way of making sure the call is correct, but I hate judged competitions. Last night, I don't know if you're following along, the figure skating thing, the French judge hosed us, beat us with the ugly stick, did everything they could. That's why that should not be an Olympic event, because one crappy judge can ruin it for America. Am I wrong?
You mean to tell me that Olympic judging is possibly sketchy?
Yes, but that's why you got it's like who scored more goals, who did the run faster. That stuff we can all see. This idea that he gives Americans a real low, the lowest score, gives his team the highest, and they win by a couple. It infuriates me.
Yeah, I would rather not leave it up to chance. Just go beat a team, because they don't judge the goals by flashiness. So you just have to score more goals than your opponent, and you end up winning.
Then I want to talk to you about the gold medal counts, or the gold counts, or the medal counts they call it, right? This is the crappiest system ever. You've got, now, Norway's at the top with 8 goals. I give them that. They should be at the top. But like Italy is in second place because they have 9 bronze medals. They're like the best third place team you could ever hope for. but no one's looking for third, buddy. Why does that get to carry so much weight?
We got to do a point system for.
Yep, 3-2-1.
3-2-1, 100%.
Thank you.
It is funny though, because like you said, you've got the host country, and they're trying to prop them up as one of the top medal getters. It's like, hey, great, you have gotten to the podium 9 times, and you've been the worst one on the podium 9 times.
Yeah, and I get it. You work your whole life being third at something, and the entire world is still something. But we're talking the best of the best. Wheaties isn't putting third place on the box.
Yeah. Ricky Bobby's dad said it best. If you ain't first, you're last.
I got that. I got that sounder somewhere. We'll use it. All right. Let me ask you this. It has to be. It's winter of sport. I get that. Where are you on the NHL having to put the big kibosh pause on the season? Why all of these guys go off the play?
I'm selfishly, I'm fine with it because it gives the huge Russian contingent on the Wild roster a chance to just kick their feet up for a couple of weeks, and then they can ramp up. So you're gonna get a fully fresh Kirill Kaprizov for the final 24 games of the season. That is worthwhile to me. That is valuable to have. Okay,
good for you, but let me play the other side of this coin. Minnesota was on a 5-game winning streak running into this bad boy, and all of a sudden you're like, take a rest, boys. You know what I'm saying? Then some of your players go off, and they're going to play again. They're going to be tired, and you know what I'm saying? Now that the chemistry got to come back, you're in a 5-game win streak. Why are you saying you want to stop that just for a while?
Well, and you have to play Colorado on the road and Utah on the road right out of the Olympic break.
So you're still saying that's a good thing? That's what I'm saying.
I could see both sides, but I want Kirill to be as healthy as possible because he's the difference maker. He's the driver. I want him to be as healthy as possible. Now, if he was playing in the Olympics, I would say, why are we stopping the season?
All right, fair enough. At least you're honest with your two-facedness. I like that. Okay. Let me ask you this, though. Who is hotter? Dallas Stars, they're 6 games in a row winning streak. Is there a chance this whole top, I guess would be top 3, could shuffle in 24 games? Minnesota's 5 points behind. That's a lot. I get it. But Colorado's got a 1-game winning streak, right? I mean, what is in the last 10? 4, 5, and 1. Minnesota and Dallas are coming.
Colorado they've been below 500 for about a month. So this is turning into, I think, more than just a little bit of a scuffle, and in just kind of keeping an eye on some of the people that cover the Avalanche more closely. It sounds like there was some fatigue leading up to the Olympic break, but I don't think their goaltending's been as sharp, which is something that you can't just flip back on. Yeah. So I think there's absolutely a chance that either Minnesota or Dallas could catch Colorado for the top spot. And 2 weeks ago, I would have said, no, it's impossible, but they have not been playing well.
All right, and so that's a hope. And then you look at the just points, and I don't know how that works between the East and the West. But Minnesota right now is 78 points, is actually tied for the second most points in all of hockey, right, between all the other sides, which puts Colorado obviously 5 points ahead of everybody. Is Minnesota, are we ready to win this whole thing?
Let me put it to you this way. Since the Wild acquired Quinn Hughes, they scored the most goals in the NHL. And that's well over a month. They're averaging just under 4 goals per game. They went from bottom 5 in the league in goals to now a top 5 team in goals scored since Quinn Hughes came on board.
But is Hughes scoring that many goals, or has he changed the chemistry? Am I missing something?
It's been the chemistry. I think just getting the defense involved has been the biggest thing that he has done, because now you're not putting all the stress on your forwards. Now you're getting contributions from the defense. Brock Faber's been playing incredibly well with Quinn Hughes. I think it has just deepened the team considerably since he got here, which turns them into a real. They are a legitimate threat to win the cup this year.
Time to get on the bandwagon. Right after the Olympics, we'll get on the bandwagon. I got to go to break. We got to talk a little college hockey as well. You ready to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's Seth on hockey on the Al Travis Show.
Hey, Brian, what do you call a lobbyist with a sense of humor?
Me?
Close. Momentum advocacy.
We help clients get real results at the Capitol with strategy, relationships, and just enough charm to make it fun.
From policy wins to media spots, we've got your back.
Nonprofits, businesses, coalitions, we've helped them all.
And we do it with nearly 90 years of combined experience.
Momentum Advocacy.
As always, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more about our team at momentum-advocacy.com.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
Every year, countless lives are lost to suicide, but it doesn't have to be this way. There's hope and there's help. SAVE, Suicide Awareness Voices of Education, is working to prevent suicide through education, training, advocacy, and support for suicide loss survivors. SAVE, Suicide Awareness Voices of Education, wants you to know that you can save a life. Save.org.
Amongst friends, the Al Travis Show. Nothing but talk.
We've got him, Seth, on hockey on the Al Travis Show. All right, Seth. For folks who don't know, you are the PA announcer at the Mavericks men's hockey program when they're playing here at home. So you're involved. Let's start with them. How have they been? 2 weeks ago when we talked, they were, I don't say not looking good, but they need a lot to go their way to make it a good season. Where are they at?
So they have they've righted the ship a little bit.
Okay.
That they had just the one game the weekend that we last chatted. They ended up winning that game, and they swept Ferris State. So they beat Augustana. They sweep up Ferris State. Now they have a Bemidji State team that got off to a fantastic start, but they have cooled off considerably.
Okay.
So you look at it, you got 6 games left. Bemidji State is directly below the Mavericks in the conference. Then after that, it's Bowling Green and Northern Michigan, who's the worst team in the conference.
Yep.
The Mavericks should, keyword should, they should go 6-0 here, and that hopefully will be enough to give them some points to propel them a few spots higher in the conference, because the rest of the teams above them, they're all going head to head in the final few weekends of the season.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that does help. And I presume that's for the top 4 teams get home field advantage when they get in the playoffs. Because right now, okay, so let's talk through them. St. Thomas, it isn't a lock. I mean, I guess Michigan Tech could probably overtake them at 47, 45 points. But St. Thomas, the Tommies are really good this year, right?
Yes, they are, and they, like you said, it's not a 100% lock, but they have certainly earned the top spot in the conference, and it's going to be tough to make up 10 points in the final 6 games.
Yeah, and even to make up the 10 points, I think we'll talk about it, but Minnesota, if the state wants to get in the tournament, they almost have to win the division, right? I mean, they're going to have to make that at large.
Yeah, they're right on the edge of the cutoff as far as the rankings go nationally, but you don't want to leave it up to chance for one of those final couple of spots. Your best bet is just to win the conference tournament outright.
All right. So what I like to do, go through the Minnesota teams in the NCAA rankings, and they don't use that Pew poll or whatever you guys used to do, right?
They went from the pairwise. They now use the NPI, the National Power Index, I think is what it stands for.
So when we go down that, North Dakota, because they're close to us sitting third, they look like they're a pretty darn good team this year, 21-7-0. I'm trying to look the next. You got Minnesota Duluth at 10. Do you know anything about them?
The Bulldogs have they've been scuffling as of late. They were in the top 10 for most of the season, so they've started to go the wrong way.
And so injury, just goalies fall off. I mean, there's so much in hockey.
Yeah, I think you deal with any sort of injury issues or just kind of hitting the wall at the end of the season. It is a long season for college hockey, and so you lose a game or two here, and it can come back to bite you.
All right, so then you Minnesota Duluth, then you see St. Thomas coming in at 13. So again, they might lose a point or two, but they're going to be in there, right? They're going to be in the mix for the tournament.
Yeah, they'll be in the mix even if they don't win the tournament. I think they will still be in the mix to get a spot.
All right, then you go all the way down. Then Minnesota State is at 16. Well, it's the 16 that get in. Is this the poll that they use? These 16 get in. Well, then you're going to say, wait. Somebody in another division wins their division that are in the top 16, they get an automatic bid. Minnesota would fall out, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, and then that's where it comes down to. I know we've mentioned this for most of the season. That's where some of those ties can help you if they come against better teams. Wisconsin was one of the best teams in college hockey for quite some time. Well, they're now below Minnesota State. They are They've been in free fall. So that is another reason that your best bet to make the NCAA tournament is just to go win the conference.
St. Cloud State is at 19, but they're going to have some things go through or win their conference. Same with Bowling Green. Anyone stick out? Obviously, the number one's Michigan State. Any of these teams on a roll that you say, you know what, watch out for them?
You know, I want to give Penn State a shout out because I know they had the outdoor game against Michigan State at the Penn State Stadium. It looked fantastic. It was a full whiteout. There was a ton of snow that fell during that game. So they're 5th in the rankings. They've been a very good team all season, and they took Michigan State to the brink. But Michigan State, led by Minnesota Wild prospect Charlie Stramel, who just continues to have an excellent season. They are the team to beat at this point, and selfishly, I kind of want to see Michigan State, Michigan, just to see them go again. But we'll see how it plays out.
I want to hear what Seth's deal is on this. The most according to article I read, one of the most underrated stories this year is Gopher men's hockey and how far they've fallen off the brink to nowhere land. What's going on at U?
You know, I asked a friend of mine who is more plugged in on the Gophers because I said, geez, every time I see a box score for the Gophers, it seems like it's a 7-6 game.
Yeah.
They said they did not recruit any goalies that have made any sort of an impact. So, you know, Bob Motzko's done some really good things for that Gopher team, but they can't lean on the goaltending at all, and that's a major problem.
Is that just a one-person fix then? They get one good recruit, one good transfer, and then also the Gophers are back? Because they're not on the top of any list anywhere of anything.
Yeah, they haven't. They barely even received any votes as far as making the rankings go. So they're going to have to work the transfer portal really hard, and they're going to have to get that fixed with a couple of top level recruits. It's 10-18 is just, it's flat out unacceptable for the Gopher.
You're not coached long there if you keep that sort of thing up. We got to fly. I'm out of time. Seth, love having you on, buddy. Keep up the good work, and thank you for doing this.
Al, always a pleasure.
It's Seth on Hockey on the Al Travis Show.
At LGH Wealth Management, our mission is to create financial empowerment through independent